Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where you watch a guy who knows literally nothing about pretty much anything talk about something. So, let's talk about Arsenal. Oh god, this is going to get a lot of hate. Well, it probably won't because it'll get no views. This, for the record, I'm saying this now before we get into the fucking video, is purely just me making a video. There is not an awful lot of journalistic integrity. There is not an awful lot of substance. This is a purely emotional video talking about your favourite football club, Arsenal. As you can see by the title of the video, this is basically, there's just something about Arsenal that I can't put my fucking finger on, right? They are great. They are, objectively, by every metric measurable, arguably except for trophies, but there's only 6 trophies a team can actually win, are really good. They have really good young players, they have really good depth in their squad, they have very good results, their manager's young, fresh, brings idea, they play attractive football, they get results, they have cool kits, they have very cold kits, but I just fucking can't see them as a top club, or a top side at least. I can appreciate the fact that Arsenal are an enormous club with global fans. They have fans in Africa, have fans in Asia, have fans in America, in the States, in North America, South America, and obviously a massive fan base in the UK, most of which are probably from fucking Leicester, but I still can't see them as a top side. I can't explain it. And I feel like I'm not the only one. I feel like there is just a feeling amongst football fans, obviously not Arsenal fans, that whilst I can concede, but by the metrics measurable, Arsenal are a great side, I can't, it doesn't feel right. They don't feel like a top side. Again, trusted notepad. They finished second last year. They're one of the best teams in the league this year. They have some of the best players in the league. William Saliba, one of the best centre-backs in the world. Declan Rice, arguably the best in his position on the planet. Again, that's debatable. And obviously Bukayo Saka, their golden boy. Bukayo Saka in the last 3 years, right, has scored 43 goals in all competitions. He has been electric in the Premier League. He's always hit double digits in both goals and assists in recent seasons. He's always performed really well. And yet, like Arsenal, for some reason, I just can't see Saka as a top player. He could watch this video, right, go out against whoever they play in the next few weeks. They go out and play Tottenham, score 7 goals in the game. He could shush me down the lens of the camera on Sky main event on Saturday, and it's still wouldn't convince me. I don't know what it is. Arteta has the highest win percentage of any Arsenal manager in history. I know that obviously, again, that's all relative because Arsene Wenger was a better manager than Mikel Arteta, but he also managed a lot more games, and when you manage more games, you tend to lose more games. But still, the current manager of Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, has the highest win percentage of any manager in Arsenal history. And if you ask me, do I think Arteta is a top manager? Nah. Can you explain that, James? Rather not. Arsenal have scored 292 goals in 168 games under Arteta. Great numbers. Since Arteta took over Arsenal, they've beaten Chelsea 5 times, they've beaten Liverpool 4 times, they've beaten Spurs 4 times, they've beaten Man United 4 times, they've beat Man City once. Again, great results against the top 6. And yet, it still doesn't convince it for me. They have averaged this season 2 points a game. They've scored an average of 2.19 goals a game. They've conceded less than a goal a game at 0.92. They're still in the Champions League. Yes, they are losing to Porto at the moment, but they will realistically probably turn that one around. They are still well within the title challenge. They've shown to me they can have a fall off. They can have a bad set of results and they can, get it all back together. They can beat Liverpool. They can beat the big clubs to get points. They obviously keep consistent against the little clubs, and they keep themselves within touching distance of top of the Premier League. They were top of the Premier League for 92, I think it was, % of the season last year, and towards the end then obviously got some bad results against like West Ham, Southampton, those guys, and ultimately didn't win the league. And yet that's really good. And then this season they're showing that it wasn't just a one-off. They can show that they can do it again this year, and they'll probably do it again next year. But I don't know what it is. Football fans, can you quantify this for me? Because I don't know how to explain it. And to Arsenal fans, they fucking probably hate every other fan base. Arsenal have done nearly everything perfectly for 2 years except for win those big trophies, and I still just don't see them as that much of, like, I suppose a threat, I would say. Like, you look at Liverpool, you look at, like, people like to throw this debate out there that it's like, well, Liverpool have seasoned winners in their squad, and they've won Champions Leagues, they've got Premier League winners, Champions League winners in their squad that know how to win. It's not really true, is it? The entire midfield from when Liverpool won the Champions League, that's gone. 2/3 of the front 3 have gone. Backline still remains the same, with Alisson as well, obviously. But this Liverpool squad is not the same squad that won the Premier League a few seasons ago, and it's certainly not the same squad that got to the final in Madrid and beat Tottenham. It's not the same squad. There's not that many Premier League and Champions League winners left in the squad. So this narrative of saying, oh, Liverpool know how to do it, do they? They won the cup competitions not that long ago, but there's not an awful lot of Champions League or not, like, you can't say that this entire Liverpool squad is a set of winners if they haven't got that experience of winning the Premier League and the Champions League. And again, if you ask me, I think Liverpool are probably favourites to win the league. I think they will. But I'm just saying, for the argument's sake, is that Arsenal still have a fair chance. It's not fair to say that just because Arsenal don't have players in their squad who maybe haven't won things, they are less likely to win a competition, because they also have Zinchenko, Jesus, who are winners. Kai Havertz, I know that Kai Havertz is a fucking joke, but he's won a Champions League. He knows what it takes to win something like that. And then you've got Man City, who obviously this dominant side that win and win and win and win and win and win. If it was Man City who had Arsenal's last 2 seasons, sure, they'd be seen as cool, they've had an off couple of years, but they'd still garner respect for it, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Pep managed to stay top of the league for 92% of the year. That's never been done before. All hail Pep. But Arteta does it, and like I said, I would never give Arteta those plaudits. I would never give him the credit compared to if Man City had done that or Liverpool had done that. I think a part of it may be Arsenal's voice online. Again, I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody. We live in a good world where people can say their opinions, and they should be allowed to say their opinions. However, I think that I don't notice Liverpool fans or Man City fans or United fans or Spurs fans or any fan base really talk about themselves the way that Arsenal fans do, or at least the loudest voices in the Arsenal fan base do. I'm not saying all Arsenal fans talk like the biggest voices do. However, the biggest voices do tend to kind of just glorify everything that Arsenal do, and there's not an awful lot of kind of self-awareness to be like, oh well, we didn't win the league. But again, I'm just freestyling, I'm shooting from the hip, so don't kill me. But again, it's just like I said, it's not really quantifiable. It's not, I can't argue this point. I'm asking out there, can anyone else quantify why I've got this feeling of Arsenal not being title challengers or serious title contenders and serious Champions League winners, when they've got, like I said, Declan Rice is quality, Saliba's quality, and they have been managed by Arteta, who is a great manager. So I don't know, guys, it's stressing me out a little bit. Why can I not see Arsenal in the same way that I see Man City and Liverpool? It's really strange. Even Spurs, like, I see Ange honestly as a better manager than Arteta. Is that outrageous to say? I just see Heung-min Son as a better football player than nearly any attacker that Arsenal have got. Maybe there's a bit of a debate for Saka versus Son. I know they play in different positions, but you know, it's a really strange phenomenon in football. And I just wanted to know if anyone else has this feeling. You know, a lot of rival fans like to say, oh, well, you haven't really got that much history. Arsenal have won 3 Premier Leagues. They've won, 14 FA Cups, something ridiculous like that. They've got arguably the best football player in Premier League history in Thierry Henry. They've got Dennis Bergkamp, Patrice Vieira, Ashley Cole, Robin Van Persie, and yeah, I don't see Arsenal when I see an Arsenal badge and think, heritage. That is heritage. And it might just come down to the fact that I'm not an Arsenal fan. I don't know, it's deeper than that, because I look at Man City and I think, fucking hell, I'm scared of them. I'm scared of that Man City team. I'm scared of Pep Guardiola. When Spurs, when they're fully fit, come to the stadium of the team that I support, I'm like, fuck, I'm scared of them. Arsenal, I'm like, they're beatable, you know, they're not that scary. Again, I really don't want this to come across like I'm just hating on Arsenal, even though that's objectively what I've been doing. I'm just more trying to encourage a bit of debate for me to kind of understand what this feeling is. Is there other fans that feel the same way? Maybe are there Arsenal fans that feel this way? I just really struggle to take them seriously, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is, because like I said, by every measurable metric, Arsenal are a really good team we should be scared of, can dominate teams, they can win trophies, they can come back when they've had injury problems, but yeah, I just still can't take them seriously. I don't know what it is. So yeah, any Arsenal fans, please don't come for my throat. Like I said, I'm happy to be educated. I'm like I said, I know that you're a good side. Oh god, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. Listen, I need you guys that feel the same way to fucking make your voices heard, because I'm gonna get cooked here. So yeah, should I upload this? Is this a bit mental? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will try and get another video out next week. And yeah, any videos you want to see me try and do, just let me know, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye bye.